I'm moving along, I'm trying to be strong, but everyone looking to fold. I'm moving along, I'm getting along, but I'm still cold. So I'll be grinding, so I'll be waiting. So I've been grinding, so I'll be chasing. So I'll be grinding, know I'ma make it. So I'ma grind, I'm waking them up.
We're here on a podcast with Concern. Yeah. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. I'm 19. I was born in Seoul, Korea. I moved to America when I was 4. And up until this year, I moved out to Cali to do the whole music thing. Just, I don't know, trying to find my sound, just trying to make some good.
Awesome. So what was it like moving from Seoul into Vancouver? Do you remember that?
I said Virginia, not Vancouver.
Oh, sorry, Virginia. My bad. I didn't hear too well there.
States. No, but that is funny though, because I'm actually trying to go to Vancouver this summer. But
Oh, nice.
moving from Korea to America was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember a lot of my life in Korea.
Gotcha.
When I moved here, life was, as far as I know, just a complete flip-flop. I went from seeing only, Korean people to basically just, you were either white or black from where I'm from.
Right.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Can you just tell us who your biggest influences are?
Yeah, man, fucking R.I.P. Juice WRLD, bro.
Damn.
He was definitely one of, if not the biggest inspiration to my sound and where my sound is headed in terms of melodic rap with, introspective lyrics in terms of mental health and relationships and people and just everything that Juice represented in his music was very much how I was feeling in this point in time. He's only 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
So he has a couple years of experience, and that was him, his freestyle ability, his ability to come up with flows that make sense and stick to a subject, and what he talked about, his subject matter was definitely my biggest inspiration in terms of recently, for sure. So fucking R.I.P. Juice, bro. Legend lives
on. Yeah. So is Juice somebody that you listen to the most as you were getting into this?
Yeah, Juice was my second most listened to artist this year.
Who was first?
Spotify Wrapped. Oh, me, of course.
Oh, yeah. I respect that.
Because I gotta make music that I like listening to as well, That's the first and foremost.
Yeah. How did you really get into music to start off?
Getting into music, I started off just, of course, as a listener, everyone's can kind of pinpoint a time in their childhood or a memory of them really listening to something focused. And my first experience of that was probably Disney Christmas Carol movie shit, DVDs, when I'm just taking a road trip to New York, my dad would always play things on his little portable DVD player, and a lot of them had songs and music and Disney movies. But then that turned into me listening to the radio all the time, and then getting an iPod Touch, and then listening to my own stuff, songs that I could pick for myself, and just being a fan of music, really just listening to it all the time and just absorbing all the content.
Oh yeah.
I grew up in a time where technology really skyrocketed when I was in elementary school, and then by the time I was in middle school, everyone had a new iPhone. Everyone had the iPhone 5s. Everyone was sharing their music and shit too.
Nice.
All right, so when did you start posting music?
So I guess there's two answers to this, because if we're talking about my music, my original creations, that was a little over a year ago. I first posted my first song ever to SoundCloud, the last week of August of 2018. I used to do this, it's called Vine. Everyone knows what Vine is, so most people know what Vine is.
Yeah.
They do that shit was in middle school, where I would just sit on my bed and play like acoustic guitar, you know, and just like sing like short little covers of music. And only people like where I'm from know this, but like I had like 30,000 followers on there. But I started popping on that app right around the time when they like sold it or like when they went out of business or whatever. So I didn't really get to extend that like quote unquote career. But by the time I was in high school anyway, I wasn't really into like the whole singing covers. But I just started making my own stuff just last year.
On those vines, was it just like you doing covers? You said.
It was literally just me singing like other people's songs,
Huh.
like 6-second little clips, like little covers.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
It
cool.
was fun. It was interesting.
Has your family been pretty supportive?
Definitely. My family's like, it's interesting because like with Korean households, like Asian families, like traditionally, like becoming a musician is very common unless you become like, I don't want to be like stereotypical, but literally like unless you become like a violin player, like, you know what I mean? Like something like a part of like a bigger group, like there aren't a lot of like solo Asian artists who like create careers independently. So there's always like some risk to that, like talking to my parents and talking to my family, like, yo, listen, like, I feel like I have something here with this music thing, like, moving to California or whatever seems like a billion people say that, right? Like, oh, Dad, I want to move to California to make music and everything. But like, since I've shown him the numbers that I've done this first year, he like went from, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not going to like, you know, like have my son like throw his future away to like become like a quote unquote celebrity. Like everyone wants to be famous, whatever. But like I told him, like I don't care about the clout. I just want like a steady career, and like music's one of the only things that I can like consider myself really good at. So like once they understood that, they still don't really fully understand the vision. But once I kind of talked them through like rationally, like my plans and like me going through this whole process and then showing them the numbers and the money I've been making this last year, they, you know, they're definitely supportive of it now, but they'll always support me no matter what I do. It's just they're always, you know, asserting their opinion.
Yeah.
They never fail to, you know, tell me how they're feeling about it. Which you need, though. You need that reality check.
Yeah.
So if you could have a collaboration with anybody, right now, who do you think you would have that collab with?
Like, I really wanted to work with Juice, like not even make a song, like just sit down and talk to him and like think about his process. Like that's really hitting today. Like it's the first thing I woke up today and like saw on my phone. Like I really wanted to just create with that man, but you know, R.I.P. But if any, you know, for the ones who are alive, like honestly, I wouldn't pick an artist with this question. I would pick a producer, and that'd be Metro. I really want to make a song with Metro Boomin like really badly because his beats, I've never heard a bad beat from him. I've never heard a mediocre beat from him, but only makes fire. He literally only has fire on his computer. And he's an OG now. He's been around since like 2013. So like, I feel like we can make some good music and he can put me on to some game.
Hell yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, you coming out with any new music for 2019, end of the year?
No, I just dropped my album, so I'm done with dropping music for this year.
Yeah.
Gotta promote it. Cause of Concern 2. I dropped it less than a year after my first project, Cause of Concern.
Yeah, that was really good.
I actually dropped that today. Wow, I didn't realize that, so I just looked at my computer screen. Yeah, it's the 1 year of my first album today, but I already dropped the second, the sequel to it last week. So I'm really focused on getting those songs out there. I think it's probably some of my best music so far. But with the news today and how I was feeling yesterday, I'm already working on the next shit. You already know, like just making music every day, just kind of shit out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that we should be good.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for coming on our podcast, bro.
I'm trying to be strong, but everyone looking to fold. Moved my ass to California, yet I'm still cold. So I'll be grinding, so I'll be waiting. So I've been grinding, so I'll be chasing.